Hey, hello, 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 hello. Hey, what's up, everybody? I know, I know. In Zulu, we say Ngiseliwe. I had a long trip that I returned from around 4:30, no, 4 o'clock. Then I thought, let me take a power nap for 30 minutes so that I'll be ready for 5 o'clock. I just woke up. Yeah, I just woke up about 35 minutes ago. So, because I had to flash so that I look presentable to you. I'm so sorry, guys. I am so sorry if you are already in bed and you were preparing to go. I'm so sorry. This is not our normal time to go live. But maybe it's not going to last that long. We'll see how many people participate and how many do I see that are watching. And then probably it's going to be a 30-minute long live. I don't know. You guys will control it because I did ask two questions. In fact, it's one question in two folds. All right. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. What do you think is going to happen tomorrow? When Pinky, what is her name again? Pinky? Yeah, when Pinky returns with her homework that was given to her by Mshololo on Friday. If I remember very well, there were four different types of homework. There's no such a thing as homeworks. Homework is homework. One homework, many homework. No homeworks. No such a thing as homeworks. So, sure, hi, Demo. What's up? Thank you for being up for me. I appreciate it. Okay, maybe not for me. Maybe you've been up. Thank you for being here. Yeah, there are four things if I remember very well. One of them was for her to prepare the maps with the accurate plotting uh, of the towers in Basutu Hostel because what Shololo is trying to do with Pinky is to ensure that indeed accused number five was not even close to Basutu Hostel, let alone near the Kumalo house. Right? That's all that she wants to do with those plottings. That no, she doesn't accept that the Basutu Hostel has too many towers that it pings from. She wants one and the closest one to Basutu Hostel. And Pinky said she was going to do that homework. The second homework, if I remember, was about why, if Vodacom keeps records for 5 years, but she was able to read records of 2010 and 2014, but all the other ones are gone. Then she said she was going to have to go study as to what happened. And Charlotte said, please, can you do so this weekend? So that's the second homework, I think. The third one, I can't remember. I know that I've written them down. If you remember, please let me know. These are the ones that I remember that she has to go and do the homework for. But I'm sure I'm leaving out two important ones, or maybe one. How many did I drop? Yeah, one of those. But Pinky's homework is I don't know. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. Mm-mm. If already she hasn't called Mr. Baloy and say, hey, listen, you guys did this before, right? So can you do it with me as well? Because it would be unfair that as a witness, one witness was able to be protected and a judge came on Monday and dropped a prepared judgment. Can we do the same thing with me so that I can be protected from this lady called Shalala because I don't have what she wants? That is what that is what I'm thinking. If if Pinky has not done so, or maybe the state hasn't done that on her behalf, she's gonna be I can't I cannot make it to court. Anything is possible in this. You know, it's funny. Not even it's funny. I found it very yeah, I found it funny when Rata was every time he would quote the law. And then Mr. Mnisi would say, yeah, with this trial, things are strange. Things are done strangely in this court. And Rata just shuts up because he knows that he is not following the law. And then when he is caught on it, he then keeps quiet. If he doesn't gaslight the defense, if he doesn't gaslight the defense, he refuses them a short adjournment. I don't know if you guys have noticed that every time when Rata is when he gaslights, he's corrected. It's like in his head, it's like, Oksana, yo, shut that judgment, yes. I saw Mshololo deliberately on Friday. She was like, I ain't going to deal with this man. Just like she did not deal with this man when she was absent on Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? Yeah, when she was absent on, was it Thursday? I think it was Thursday. Instead, she said the very thing that Ratha keeps crying about. Why wasn't I told? Nobody sends me messages. No, you should not talk to my PA. You should talk to me directly. Michelle was like, Mr. Minister, please pass the message. And now, when she was on the floor on Friday, 11 past, quarter past 11 past, half past 11 past, all the way to about quarter to one, simply because she just doesn't want to deal with this guy that is supposedly presiding over this matter. Because he would have said no, he would he would have said, you could already see the discomfort in his eyes. And I've been seeing a lot of people saying Ratha has come to the light. He just realized that he's been dragged into something that is going to land him a rotten egg on his face. And then for many months now, is it over a year now? When did this case start? In July last year. Now a year later, hey, sir, go back to retirement. They are playing games with you. But no, yeah, now he's just sitting on this chair now that has become very hot for him. Because we already heard what Nisi is planning to do. But the judge is going to be exempt. Because remember, a judge does not, is that a good English? Okay, I'm depleted, guys. The judge does not, oh, the judge should not know what is to come before him. He must hear things for the first time. But we suspect that this judge already knows what he's going to hear in court. And Mr. Ngomezulu pointed it out to him, and he was furious to a point where he even threatened to sue Mr. Ngomezulu. But we still suspect that, sir. We still suspect that you hear things. We suspect there are caucuses that take place before everything. Because, I mean, come on. Why would there be a synchrony? Is it synchrony? Yeah. Why would things sync between the judge and the states? And why Mr. Ballon was always prepared with a case that the judge would say, and then instead of perusing, he already said, "Oh yeah, this is the case." I mean, you're like, so you mean to tell me you know every law in the CPA and you know every legal authority there is in South Africa as far back as pre-colonialism, post-colonialism, apartheid, and post-apartheid, and all this stuff? Come on. No, I'm sorry. For me, that does not make any sense. This, for me, everything is prepared before the court resumes every single morning. Now, where's Baloy, people? Has somebody found out where Baloy went to? Because is he on leave? What's happening? I know a lot of us are on leave currently, but is he on leave? Because Mr. What's his name again? Minimi. Mr. Sibanda. Mr. Sibanda is lost. He gets up, and the audacity that he had on Friday to tell Miss Mr. Shololo that she's taking too long. That is not even hypocrisy. That is something else. Honestly speaking, you've dragged the court and the nation for almost 2 months reading. I don't have to repeat that trauma that we experienced with Sibanda. And he has the audacity, and Mr. Shola was not even on the floor for more than 15 minutes, and he was already standing up and telling Mission Shololo how to conduct her cross examination. It's crazy. I tell you. Let me read your comments so that we can continue without having them to overwhelm me, and then I end up not reading them like the last time. Tebuko, hi, Tebuko, Cabello, what's up, Cabello? Thank you guys for coming through. I thought I was going to be talking alone. And then we have Pamela. How are you, Pamela? Hi. Let me join you. Thank you so much. Tiri, what's up? Tiri Anna, thank you so much for the gift. You are a blessing to me, I must tell you. You have no idea. I'm able to buy gadgets, things that that I need for the studio. Recently, I bought myself a what do you call that thing? A teleprompter, but it's more for the true crime channel than the what call this channel or any other, because of the gifts you guys give me. Thank you. It doesn't go unnoticed. Oh Lord, thank you. I joined. Thank you so much, Tiri Anna. Then we have Skulile. Sorry, Skululi. I'm sorry. Skululi says, "Hi, clan family. What's up? What's up? Skululi, it's good to see you." Andrew, good evening, clan. Good evening to you too, Andrew. Malaji, how are you doing, Malaji? Been a long time. Tiriana says, let's see if Pinky will do the homework. It's too much. I don't think, especially with the 2014 records, they are very important to understand how is it possible that their systems or system is able to capture some or keep some and destroy others. It's very important. It's like the what do you call this thing? Those books that the police need to pocket books, even on a cold case, they get destroyed. That doesn't make sense to me. Christina, how are you doing, Christina? Today, Anna says, a law calling me Balohi to do what? Well, I just say she's not going to do any homework, just like Zungu did last time. I'm thinking the same thing too. But I do have some optimism that, because this girl, I'm sorry for calling her a girl. This lady, she already been threatened, possibly like indirectly threatened, with her freedom being taken away from her. So possibly she did do the homework, but did she complete the homework? I don't think so. But I think we're gonna be having a prepared judgment. I promise you. Then we have Tim Kulu who says homework. Who did she give the PDF to? When did she give them? Oh yes, 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 exactly. The date and the person that she had submitted the PDF to. Yes, absolutely, you are right. Thank you so much, Tim Kulu. Thank you for that. And give them the statement, the date of his statement as well. When she pointed out the discrepancy, and then that the date of the statement as well. When did she prepare that statement? Because she doesn't remember. So yeah, those are the four homework that she got from Miss Nshololo. Then we have Belta who says Sanbonani Nonke Anilali. Ooh, we are up. We are up. We need to make sense about what is going to happen tomorrow. Tidi Anna says, yay, she better be here tomorrow because that cough won't work for her. I not this time around. Once bitten, twice shy. Not this time. Jikulu says, basically, did she give the statement to the MPA or the investigation team? Because one of them changed the evidence to Excel. I think the states, meaning the prosecutor, the MPA, as well as the investigating officer, yes, indeed, one of them was what do you call this? Was submitted to the PDF, but Vicky says she submitted to MPA, meaning to Baloy. Now, somebody needed to sit down with the investigating officer so that they'll be in sync when the investigating officer takes the stand, and so everything correlates. So I think they all sat together and cooked it up, this Excel thing that is now playing itself in court. What an expose, man. And we've been saying this all this time, all this time. Wow. Today, Anna says that did we care about adjustment on Friday? Not at all. We also did not care about simply, you know. Mazita says, hi Glenn, how are you doing, Mazita? I wonder what is going through Ratha's head after saying must be escorted to KZN. These men are very dangerous. The men that are in court. I remember that. And I will also not, hey guys, remember that speech? I'm sorry. Remember that speech Ratha gave to the defense about how Balol will not destroy his career that he's built for so many years by withholding documents. Hey, you remember that speech? Kunjani makunje? Because I get withholding of documents, but of committing fraud, or at least let's say attempted alleged fraud. Let's put it this way: alleged fraud. Mm-mm. That's worse. I see the withholding, and now we understand why documents were being withheld by the state. I mean, I even played a shorts that was of last year when the court just began, where the defense was crying about the state not handing them or furnishing them with all the documents. That's when Judge Ratha gave that speech. But before that, when I think he was not yet, that the brown one. I mean, he told Baloy about the law that he must disclose all documents to the defense, and then Baloy said yes, he would do so. Somebody was counting like, this one we need to get him straight to the line. Stop asking these silly things. So that is why Baloy was able to snack in or to sneak in what you call these things. Guys, I slept, my throat is full of bulb. So I'm going through this. So he's able to sneak in documents down and surprising, and then they have to postpone. And then you have the 30 percenters who blame the defense when the case belongs to the state, not the defense. And they'll say, oh yeah, the defense like to postponement, adjournment, and yet it is Baloy the one that keeps bringing them bits and pieces of documents that they have to first go study, then consult, and then come to court. Yeah, things that we've been seeing in this court. We are not lawyers, we are not judges, we're not legal experts, we are nothing along those lines. But when something doesn't make sense, the noggin says, I know I did not do this type of fraternity before. But is this how things are done? And you're like, no, this is not how things are done. And we've been saying that. And we're probably the first ones to declare this trial to be unfair. And immediately the Zungu judgment, we said officially, this is an unfair trial. We were the first. And I can say that with my chest out. Pamela says, let's hope when they come back tomorrow, Mr. Ratha will dismiss this nonsense because there's no case here. The cooking is falling apart. But Ratha had the opportunity to dismiss this matter so many times before trial within a trial and during trial within a trial, but he has not done it. I keep thinking every time when the court is late, like super late, they are in chambers where the state is applying for Section 174 to say, listen, we don't see any prospect of winning this matter, we are withdrawing all charges. Or at least Ratha advises the state that I am throwing this case out. But no, he sits and he listens, and they'll be like, huh? You really are listening to? Wow. I've given up on that. Now, you are absolutely right, Pamela. More than any time before, tomorrow, when Ratha takes the bench and he bows and sit down, he should say, I am dismissing this matter. The state does not have a case. That's what he's supposed to do. But we are asking for too much. Tidi Anna says, with 59 years of experience, he knows everything in the CPA. Everything, though? Oh. And the CPA, it's amended. Is it not amended? It's not like it's still apartheid formed, but post 1994, it was amended. Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't know. Berta says, but I love Msholo the way she puts him in his seat. I'm telling you, Mshololo, these days, I think she's gone to a point where she's like, I don't care what you say. I don't care. You know, when an old person is so problematic that whatever they say, it just flies over your head. Like, unjalo. That type of situation. Mutami says, Hi Clan family, what's up? Mutami, how are you doing? I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Kiwa says, Ratha objecting Shololo not to use the word tempered. Oh, Gandhi, what does the word tempered mean? Maybe I don't know English. Was hey, Mina, I opened my dictionary immediately when I was listening. I'm like, no, it's the same thing. It's an adjective. It's also a it's an adjective, maybe even a noun, a doing, yeah, because you're doing something. Man. No, Kiwa, there's nothing wrong with your English. You and I understand the word tempered with what it means. And Misholola was correct. Then we have Changela who says, Hi Clan, she has to do the homework. She has to. We want answers. She cannot run away from this one. Then we have George. Evening, Kansas. How are you doing, George? Good to see you. Bonisile says with one method of communication, email address of the person who received original PDF as well. The works. We want everything. My goodness. Hello, Vivian member, channel member. Guys, I've been waiting for 7 people since I opened the channel membership. I'm even thinking of shutting it down because your people are not joining the channel membership. Maybe at the end of this month they are. Since some people are gonna get paid. I don't know because I want to do things with you guys on the other side in private, and I only have 3 members, by the way. It's Vivian, it's Cynthia R, and it's Tiri Anna. Those are the 3 people that are members of the channel. So please, do you see when you are a channel member, your name is gonna be in green like Vivian's. Actually, not Chidi Anna. I'm sorry, Chidi Anna. Somebody else. Who's that? Oh my gosh. Okay, I will remember because if it's Chidi Anna, she will also be green or have a star. But no, I still thank you though. I still appreciate you, Tiri Anna. Vivian says, "Do you remember the Zungu story?" Very, very vividly. The guy lied through his teeth, and now the lies are unfolding, which is very interesting. If Vodacom don't want to lose customers, they will push Pinky to do her homework. Remember, they are still busy with the please call me. Oh my gosh! And then you have now this. Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't think Vodacom is going to lose business at all because not everybody is invested in this case. They may, if people really make a highlight of it, and but I don't see them because they're all over Africa anyway. So they might say, okay, cool, we have business elsewhere as well. I don't know. Tini Ada says, and this our judge of Fagazile was here saying Mshololo says it was deliberately made when she said it was tampered with. hmm Yep. Temple says, Clan, please read my post. I did. Okay, let's see. Ooh, I did read your post twice. Yeah, I read you twice. There was where you were greeting, and then you said pinky pinky, and I did. Unless you have another one that I did not see, please resend if you did, because those are the only 2 I remember reading. Dineo says, evening, the clan family. What's up? What's up, Dineo? So good to see you. Kulisani says, hello, clan family. Hello, Kulisani. How are you doing? The case was closed long back, but Abamakanda Makulu. Amakanda Makulu Laba. Baphiwa imali allegedly. Hashtag Dubai. Oh, I see that hashtag Dubai means what do you call this, tax evasion and dirty money being capped and I get you allegedly. Diddy says, indeed, changing it from PDF to Excel is deliberate manipulation of data. Yes, yes, they brought it to court, deliberately brought wrong information to court to mislead the court. That's tampering, deliberate act of tampering, which is fraud. Oh, by the way, just to address the people that says a PDF can be edited, I know, but there is, I don't know how to put this. For example, South Africa has intelligence. The Department of back in the day, I used to like it. Was called National Intelligence Agency, NIA. That's I don't know why they changed that to whatever it is today. In most cases, their communication as well is via PDFs. Those PDFs, you cannot manipulate them, you cannot alter them, you cannot edit them. They have some kind of special, what do you call technology. It's just that Upinki did not want to elaborate on that because she needs to protect that information. That those PDF, that is what she said. If you take what his name, Mr. Mrs. Stick, if you put it in her computer, it will encrypt and then rejects the stick. Same thing when you work with intelligence. These what do you call these external appendages, they are protected with all kinds of firewalls. That is what she meant. I know because I also have what you call this a PDF converter in my phone. If somebody sends me a PDF and I want to edit some things, I go to the PDF converter and I convert and I'm able to edit. I know that. But what probably you don't know is that when you work with sensitive information where security is involved, then some things you cannot alter them, you cannot edit them, you cannot do nothing to them. So Piggy did not want to get into that because she still has to hide that information. So when I said it deliberately because I knew that the one that she's talking about, you can't edit it. You can take the edit converter, whatever you want to do, you will not. Same thing with banks. Banks have the same type of PDFs. Uh, Government has the same because government still has to protect us from ourselves as well. All that stuff is there's secure. There's firewalls that you can't break through. Anyways, that's all that I wanted to say. To those that say Clancy's PDFs can be edited too, I know because I do have PDF converters in my phone, but those are just for like when we are doing stuff at work. I mean, there's no secrecy in most of our jobs and things like that. And sometimes we send each other PDF forms for sometimes for security, like nobody else must see this, but you send. And then all I do if I want to edit something, I just go to the PDF converter and then I send back the PDF and say, okay, these are the corrections that needs to be done. Anyways, let's continue. um, Bonicida says, how about an expert from Capitec to scrutinize bank statements that was provided by the state because it's clear it was also edited in Johannesburg CBD. Mhm, mhm. Every document that Sibanda read needs to be relooked at and call the owners. Excuse me, understand. I apologize, guys. Understand to verify whether this is how they do things. Kiwa says that the stupidity part is when they are given a document in PDF, alter and tamper with it, and fail to convert it. Exactly. Like I was just what I was explaining with work stuff, somebody can send me something in PDF, I put it in a converter, and then I make corrections and then send it back and like reverse the PDF back to the Oh gosh, help us all. Christina says, and Kiwa, I'm surprised too. But nevertheless, when God decides to bless us, He does it in such a way that He left the enemies confused. And did you feel like Pinky was also confusing the enemy in the defense when she was going on and on about something? I was like, Haibo. But the missing just folded his arms and listened to her, and he was smiling. And it's like, oh, Salah, you're gonna answer my question. I think that you are seeing in this case very funny. Belter says, me, my side, I don't know how much it costs to be a member. Oh, it's 40 Rand a month. It's 39.99. It's 39.99. That's how much it costs. But there are other tiers as well that YouTube wanted me to put, but I don't want to take people to those other two tiers because they get a little bit expensive. I think the last tier is like 280 something rand. I'm not gonna use that. I'm also not gonna use the middle one. I'm using the first one, which is 39 rand 99. I'm so sorry for dragging my nose in your presence, guys. I apologize. Mlambo says, just ignore my comment. Hi, Mlambo, where? I am not Mlambo. No, 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 no. I can never. You see, I'm looking for you. I can't find you. I'm already at the top. No, please resend, Mlambo. Please resend. I apologize. I will never, not you. Tari. Did I pronounce it correctly? Mutlaudi. Let me use the surname. Mutlaudi. I'm so sorry. I apologize. This coconut. The coconut does pop now and again. Evening family, I'm just waiting for someone from Capitec to come with Dan's statements. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. And the defense must not let this one go. That the Capitec, whoever, whether it's the CEO, the owner, somebody must come from Capitec and confirm those statements. And we want to see in Dan's statement as well, because if you remember how they kind of like, we want those. I am so ready for Ratha and his kids' reaction. Baloy and Sibanda, oh, the golden child is not around. I wonder where he is. Nomfundo says, Oya Papa. What does that mean? What is Oya Papa? And we continue. Demo says, we need Zungu and Longways 205. You will thank me later. Well, at least we get Longways 1. Zungu's 1 is important too. And that is why Mr. Ngomezulu, when he stood up, basically he came to tell the court that there was deliberate omission of numbers that are imperative to have been tabled by the state. Zungu's 1 is one of those. And the people that were in the house with Senzo Mayo on that day also. Yeah. Tidi Anna says, I asked for a link for joining. Oh, yeah. Doesn't it show? I think it shows. Do you use an iPhone? But then I also pinned it. I did pin it on, I'll pin it again on this live. Please go check after the live. I'll go to the comment section. I will pin it. I'll pin the link there as well. Then we have Sibanda, who says, hi, Clan Fam. How are you doing, Sibanda? It's good to see you. Christina says, Kanti, why are we still here with this so-called fabricated case? Beats me, Christina. Beats me every day. Ratha must have mercy with us because tax is killing us for such nonsense is happening in this tavern. Yeah. Hi. You know how difficult it is to wake up in the morning to go to work and then you get taxed. And in that tax, you get people like that prisoner who told us flat on our faces that thank you for nothing, for keeping me here. I don't have to pay rent. I don't have to buy electricity. Stay happy. Now we have this in the North Gauteng High Court. A whole judge that's supposed to be thinking for the people of South Africa, he couldn't care less. Duduzile says, thanks, Mr. Client. Oh, you mean client? I don't see Baloy in court these days. I also don't know. Maybe he's on leave. Maybe he's on leave. Let's hope so. Belter says, thanks, and now I know. Cool. And then we have Alpha Mesh. What's up, Alpha Mesh? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Are you good? I hope you are. Ratha is selectively smart. Selectively smart. I've never heard of that one before. I fail to understand why he is acting stupid by asking Nisi to bring an expert for Excel. I think he's low key telling Pinky, listen, stop acting like an expert. These guys are going to dig into you as an expert. That is why Nisi was adamant about her being an expert who went to school for what she's about to deliver in court. I think that was a low key message to Pinky. But then again, I don't think Rata himself believes that Pinky is an expert. It's just like he wants to say, but she's not an expert. But she's not an expert. Maybe that's also another way of telling Mr. Nis that she's not an. You know how we always defend people. 1 minute a person is an expert after 2 weeks of a course, and the next this person is not an expert. It means we'll need experts for every witness that comes through. Like what Alpha Mesh said, he has selective intelligence. Clemens, how are you doing? Hi, Mr. Clem. What's up, Clemens? How are you doing? Elizabeth, Ngomezulu said they all cooked this case. Mm-hmm. Yep. Sitembi, so what's up, Sitembi? So Pinky must come tomorrow with the homework. Mshoza asked her to bring with her. Will she bring it though? What do you think, Sitembi? So I seriously, I doubt it. I doubt it. I'll be shocked, honestly speaking. Then we have Sibade who says, so guys, so what about that bag of money from KK to accuse number three? Since they edited some things. Good question. Since we know there were never a call between accused number five and Kelly Kumalo and the other way around, clearly the money also don't exist or doesn't exist. Jabu says, why dodgy confessions were admissible? For what good cause? Kunzima emzansi. If you pour hashtag democracy ekuphi. I don't think Judge Rata counted on the 29th of May 2024. Because the 29th of May 2024, remember how we were all saying, guys, vote wisely. Everybody voted wisely. And now McInnes are coming out. They did not count on that. Somebody, I still say somebody who is up there promise them that no, this is the judgment you are going to deliver. It's a judgment or a verdict of guilty on the five men that stand accused. And it will work all the other ones if ever they decide to appeal the matter. Appealing is expensive from what I hear. And already one of the accused is using a private lawyer. And so I think they just relied on, oh, they're using private lawyers. The lawyers are expensive. An appeal is no child's play. And that's what I hear. The judgment can go even as high as 2 million rand, from what I hear. So, where were they going to get 2 million rand a piece? So, I think that's what they were relying on. They did not rely on this matter under Maumela was going to go de novo. And then the legal aid board will be taken on to pay the defense counsels. I think that derailed everything for them. It really did derail everything for them. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, you guys, I had a police officer in the comments who was a former police officer. Let me just put it that way: former police officer who says in the SAPS there is goals that are set. Like individuals set a goal that this month I'm going to arrest so many people, and then out of the people that I've arrested, so many percentage must have a successful conviction. So that is why some police officers, this is for the purposes of promotions and salary raise. I was like, that is putting South Africans as sitting ducks, because you'll have a police officer who wants to get a raise or who wants to get a promotion and is going to take a case somewhere that is unsolvable to them and smear it on an innocent South African citizen and then get a conviction that is successful, and that is a point on their goal, and also makes them eligible for promotion. If the SCPS this is what it's doing, then South Africans, we it's done with us. Law-abiding citizens, all they will do is just profile you. They will look at you. They're like, yeah, this one does look like a criminal. Yeah, he fits the crime, and then boom. I was shocked, but at the same time, not surprised. CD Anna says, yes, I use iPhone. Oh, apparently with the iPhone, you can't see the join button. I don't know why. Is Google having a beef with Apple? And then we have Ramona who says, Alpha Mesh, I thought as much. Mazita says, Clan, where's Zungu? I wonder if he's still, yeah, bro. Where he is, I don't know. I do not know. Hey, Ramona says, hello, all. How are you doing, Ramona? It's good to see you. Lambo says, fabrication of evidence, destroying of DNA samples, lying to the media, and an innocent man in prison for a crime we can clearly see didn't commit the crime. Check it out if you haven't. Oh, yeah, yeah. Especially, what's his name? Moses Sibia. Moses Sibia was convicted of a crime that is linked with this trial, by the way. To how many years? 5 years? Is it 5 years in prison for possession? Wow. How evil some people can be. Wow. Yeah, Mlambo, I agree with you there. CD Anna says, I will check the link, bro. Okay, cool. I will leave it under the comment section once I'm done here, okay? Mlambo says, Clantis, I think YouTube is blocking my comment because you keep skipping. Maybe there's a certain word that you may have been. Check what word that is you are using possibly is filtered, because there's some words that are also filtered out, so that I don't get to see 30%ers on my live chat or also on my comment section. So please check it out. I think the other person used a certain word, a Zulu word, misspelled it deliberately, because it's part of the filtered words. So check what word you were using and improvise it. Because I see, yeah, you successfully brought, I mean, this one came through, but all the other ones, I have not seen them, unfortunately. Yeah, you are right. YouTube does block filtered words. Maybe the person I'm mentioning is flagged. Oh, you mentioned a person. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I didn't filter a person's name. It's just words. There are words that are filtered out. Oh, you can write the name. You can improvise it with letters, no, with numbers that look like a certain letter. I'll kind of figure it out, but I'm not gonna mention it on the live. I will just figure it out what you mean. Then we have Rowley who says that tomorrow there will be excuses from Pinky from her homework she got on Friday. I tell you, we are suspecting the same thing. Hey, we suspecting the same thing. Alpha Mash says, "Cool, Ramona. Dingan, what's up, Dingan? Hot minute, I have not seen you. Hey, the clan, Umlomo. Umlomo uya waba, yeah, goes the coconut. Uye wambasha kuja. Uye wambasha. Upashege. Guys, first generation coconut here, okay? First generation coconut. Kuja, he even was shaking. I was wondering where's the glass of water. Because he always like, then we are seeing Adele says, my brother, Ratha believes experience qualifies one to be an expert. Absolutely. True. We've seen it. We've seen it many a times in that courtroom. Uh, Sitembizo says, we want to hear who sent the Excel format to Stain because she testified to the court that Vodacom only provides PDF. I think Pinky will just put Stain and Gininda under the bus to save her skin once and for all. I think she should. I think she should, and I think she should turn to the judge and submit um, the fraudulence that was committed on the Vodacom PDF format of the data information, there's no such, of the data that was presented in court. And I think also it's important because Lady Justice resides in the court, right? Make an apology and a public apology, not only to Lady Justice, but to also to the five men that stand accused of killing Senzo Meiwa in the open court. Let's shut this thing down. And Pinky can do it. Whether that is court protocol or not, at least it will be on record. But they will expunge it if it's not part of the court rules. But at least we would have known, hey, Pinky, she's ready to talk. If she doesn't do that, rather become a state witness. Bargain with the state. I know it's the same state that oh my gosh, this is a mess. It's the same state that oh my goodness. I cannot believe I'm even saying this. Because when you bargain with the state is the one that seeks justice in a criminal matter, right? Now, when the state has allegedly committed a crime, who then do you bargain with? I asked this question before that. I don't know what the answer is, honestly speaking. Then we have the tens. Is Advocate Tefu out of prison? No. He's pretty much still inside. I saw somebody who, guys, my email address that you see under my about is not for personal stuff. It's even there, bright and clear for business. So if you're gonna send me an email, private email, I will just I will not open it, but I will read from my screen what you're saying. But I will not open it because it's not for that purpose. If you want to send me an email, please don't if it's not for business purposes. But somebody did say that therefore is in prison because he violated a judgment about him practicing when he was disbarred or something like that. And the question I asked was the procedure when he was disbarred, that judge that took that decision, on what grounds? Because I understand it's not that easy to disbar an advocate unless there is like strong grounds of gross misconduct that were committed. And what gross misconduct Mr. Defu committed? Simply because he wanted to defend his client. But we understand the cloud that surrounds this case. And possibly people collected, we are not saying they did, possibly or allegedly may have collected monies to make sure that the people that are trying to expose the truth, when the state has a different agenda regarding the five men that stand accused of killing Senzo Meyiwa, then we need to put this person away. And even if it means they break the law in so doing. And that is the reason I believe he is in prison. And I thought that the media was going to be like, hang on a bit, and then investigate. But them too maybe also collected something. We don't know. We can only speculate because it makes no sense. That is my own opinion, by the way. Elizabeth says Pinky is coming with a new evidence tomorrow and give it to Principal Bishololo as an answer to. You mean like a supplementary evidence? No, if I were her during this weekend, honestly speaking, I would have consulted a lawyer, weighed my options, and then took them. That's what I would have done. No homework. Just consult with my lawyer. Hmm. See the other says a finger snapping hello. Then we have Mlambo who says it's a person's name, Yara Gamberis. Okay, I get you. Yeah, I think it's a flag name. I think it's a flag name. Ah, oh yeah. Then we have Brian who says Ratha has been left alone in this case cooking. I don't know what he's going to do, Shane. I don't know. He's been put in a rather difficult position because we are beginning to see it. At least our own observations, we are beginning to see that this man, he probably regrets why he even came out of retirement. For what? A destruction of his legacy? Ziten says, is every devil out? I think I've already answered that question. Kiwa says, where did Stan get his data, which is not correlating with the network provider? He must also be brought to book. I think that's why he resigned. I still believe it was a resignation, not a retirement. Somebody said, oh, don't rather say you retired so that nobody asks questions. Resignation after you've taken a stand in a case like this one, of course, that was going to raise a lot of questions. A lot of questions. So I don't believe that he retired. Maybe now it's a retirement, but it was a resignation because he was given this lie to tell before Lady Justice. Takariwa says, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. I am sorry if I did not. I watched MPA saying they had solid evidence against the five accused. Ayibuye Sibon, right? Because the thing is, if you are the state and you believe you have a solid case and the prospect of winning are high, that's when you continue with the case, right? Especially taking it to trial. And then you drop these gems and bombshells that indeed this person is guilty of what they're accused of. I remember that too. I remember that too. Ah, Pete. Brian says this case has been fumbled a long time ago. Ratha was supposed to save the state, and it's crumbling in his face. Sham. Well, he chose. When you choose your destiny, this is what happens, people. I mean, especially miscalculations. Tidi Anna says in this court of Ratha, dog eats dog. Yeah, that is why Missy keeps reminding the judge every time he tries to act smart that yeah, this court, everything in this court has been done strangely. Documents are withheld. The judge he doesn't say, hey, states, where are all the documents? Crazy, eh? Beeman Corner by Enoch Gomez Zulu. What's up? I personally think the cover up money is finished. It has to. But Beeman, tell me, do you think the eyewitnesses, if they were paid, that money is finished? I don't think they even had the chance to spend it just yet. Because if they did, they are going to be extravagant and people are going to ask questions. Maybe they are spending it bit by bit, but on like it's finished by now. I doubt that. But at the same time, we need to also look at their lifestyle currently, how the lifestyle since 2014 to date. Has it improved, deteriorated? What's happening? You know, somebody that must do what they used to do with Shabir Sheikh. Remember, Shabir Sheikh came out of prison and said he was dying in 13 days. To date, he is still part of us, part of the living. They should do the same thing with these guys. They would have paid the defense team by now to lose the case. They also forgot to pay. I don't think they counted on Pinky. I remember the issue of Pinky was being swept under the carpet by the state for the longest time until the defense started pushing and said, we need the what do you call this? Somebody from Vodacom to take the stand. That is why Pinky is here. I don't think Pinky was part of the cooking, but because it was already applied in the court, so obviously they had to bring Pinky. Yeah. Elizabeth says the 10 step 4 was out on paper, but practically in person, no. Sitembiso says Ratha on the trial, within the trial, messed up by admitting those nonsense evidence. Yes, state he knew that those guys were all lying, that Ndanzi and Sibia confessed willingly of killing Senzo. Yeah, I mean, he's experienced person. 50 years, you cannot tell me in 50 years you did not learn anything because you were a lawyer in the apartheid regime where it was doing the exact same tactics that were done on Ndanzi and Sibiya. And then you come and say, indeed, these confessions are legit. That blew me away. Alpha says, I wonder if Babes Wama confessions will deliver the evidence of ballistic testing tomorrow in a safe to Peterson's library. I mean, laboratory. Um, well, it's an order. It's an order, actually. So they have to. It's a court order. So they have to. But then again, we've seen Ratha reverse his own court orders. You may be onto something there. Kiwa says that the state should be exact with the number of witnesses who are still to come. I mean, the cooking is not far fetched. Yeah. And the fact that Sibanda could not tell the court how many witnesses is left with, like estimation. You've already brought the entire SAPS on stand. How many more of them are you still bringing? Is what I want to know. Where were they when Senzo Mayo was killed? Is what I keep asking. Sipo says God is good all the time. Amen to that. Amen to that. Amen to that. Sitembi so says an old man who just thrown all of his reputation of so many years through all of it out of the window. He will not survive this one together with Baloy and Yonkele team Yagininda. I mean, we've been saying this as the clan that why would you jeopardize years and years and years of building a reputation only to be stripped of it at the end of the day simply because five innocent people needed to go to jail for a crime they did not commit. And yet, as an experienced judge and lawyer, tells you the people that should be before you are the people that were with Senzo Mayo on the 26th of October 2014. Right? So listen, you know what they say, a clever person learns from their mistakes, but an intelligent person learns from the mistakes of others. I hope we are intelligent people in whatever field of work we are in. Let's not repeat what this judge is doing. Let's learn from his mistake so that we are able to what do you call not to get ourselves in some kind of jeopardy. I mean, we have offsprings. They still need to be proud when they hear our names, even prouder when our names are in some kind of a book or history books or in the wings of history. Seriously, this is a lesson. Me, I'm learning. I don't want to lie. I'm learning. Mazita says Sibanda is left with few witnesses. Is Guabini one of them? How come yours came through? I don't know. I don't think he is part of the witnesses. Now that the House of Cards has collapsed, what is he going to say about the 26th? Yeah, I was with them. Crazy. Black Boy says too much money is at play here. In accord with integrity, this case was supposed to be dismissed Friday after Pinky said the Excel document is not from Vodacom. I so agree. I don't know if you saw my community post where I said, let's see what how Ratha makes a ruling. Oh, Ratha continues. I'm like, oh, did you hear the witness? And it's not correlating with the PD. I'm like, this guy, is he okay? Wow. Maybe he's hoping for a miracle for Baloy. I don't know. Then we have Ishmael who says, following the tribe from Botswana. What's up, Ishmael? I also saw another Botswanian who lives in Sweden. If you're watching, what's up? I did see your comment. Thank you guys so much from everywhere you guys watch the clan. You are definitely honorables. Thank you so much. Rata will have a rewrite. We'll have to rewrite the judgment he had prepared previously. We were thinking the same thing as well. Like, oops, I have to go back and rewrite the whole thing because come on, you and you cannot bring that judgment that you already prepared in front of the whole world and find this man guilty of killing Caesar. You cannot. You cannot. No way. You are that corrupt. No way. Mm-mm. So yeah, he definitely he has some work to do. Oh gosh, yo, this case. Smusiso says greetings, Bob, for what's up, Smusiso and family. The family says hello. Trust you are all well and safe. Thank you very much. Well, we can only pray for safety. Ha, ziyabu yangempela manje. Ay, ziyakhala futhi. Pinky, Pinky, she took us on a roller coaster. She started off good, and we were all like, yes, yes, Pinky, speak the truth. Jiggy, jiggy. After that cough, and then she wanted 5 minutes break. That 5 minutes break turned to come back on the 11th of June. Things changed. We're like, clearly we spoke too soon and celebrated. Because that was when Pinky was supposed to say, listen, I I would like to notify the court that the information that I sent to the state in a form of a PDF was because this is my job that I'm qualified for to look out for fraudulent activities. And I am here to state on behalf of Vodacom and myself that a PDF format was sent to the state, and I am seeing that the things that I'm going to be testifying on are no longer on the PDF. However, they are, what do you call this, is totally different information. I think that's where she had the opportunity to do that, but she didn't take that opportunity. And therefore, violating the piece of law that I read in my last video. Jail. Elizabeth says Principal Mshalala is waiting with a. And we know she raises her voice, right? To check if all pupils have done their homework. Pinky will produce a new affidavit. I mean, I went to an all boys school, right? So when a boy, uh, you know, uh, what you call people, they have animals, right? They got dogs, they got cats, and all that stuff. So sometimes when a pupil had forgotten to do their homework during the weekend, and on Monday is submission day, and then you hear a voice say, "Ah, ma'am, I actually did do my homework, but my dog ate it." You might think it's an excuse or something funny, or it happens, like really happens. It's just that back in our days, back in our day in high school, we did not have camera phones. I mean, you could take a video. So then the one boy was not believed by the teacher, so he came with a shredded book that the dog has eaten. So you kind of like reminding me of that, Elizabeth. Then she might come and say, "I did it, but my cat ate it." You never know. Ramona says Mararata only knows how to protect the state, and he denies it. Remember, he went off on Mngome Zulu to a point where he apologized because he had threatened to sue him. And I was like, does a judge, do judges allowed to sue people? I know you can sue them, but can they also sue? I didn't think so. Rowley says, Kade esifundakela ngo 50 years expired experience ye-apartheid law judge. I now is eating humble pie with his friends at Sibanda and Baloi. Hey, lesifundekela ngempela nkosi yami. I got so sick and tired of it. Sipo says Kansas, that's why Judge Maumela was removed to pave the way for the retired judge to mess up, as he will lose nothing. Even JP is involved in these shenanigans, allegedly. At this point in time, anything is possible. For me, anything is plausible when it comes to the state side. Any accusations, any speculations, any opinions that are being said about the state, for me, where I sit, quite plausible. Quite plausible. Black Boy says, Ratha, be careful. Judge Lope is watching. Yeah, and he's got an axe to grind with Judge Lope. By the way, we can't call him judge anymore because he's impeached. Dr. Lope. Ooh, Pinky, I think you should write it to Dr. Sipo says defense needs to bring a handwritten written expert or handwriting expert and bank official for backing of Ndanzi's version. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I think before we did call for a handwriting expert as well as a bank expert to scrutinize what was being read by Sibanda. Alpha message Tembi so Chibi. About the confessions, I think Rada will hide behind the fact that there is no case of assault opened against the state. I hope Sibia and Danzi opened cases, but still, whether they did or didn't, but Section 35, anyways, was violated. I stood on that and I thought the Rata was pushed against the corner by the Constitution, Section 35, when we had the Poiso Kulu. Like, what? Mlambo says, bye guys, it's dinner time here. Oh, enjoy dinner. Good night. And thank you so much for joining, Mlambo. I highly appreciate you. Thank you. I think I'm also going to call it a night, but let's do so in 6 minutes. Okay. Then we have Ramona says, we love you updating and summarizing. Thank you so much, Ramona. I appreciate it. I do get your beautiful messages, guys. I appreciate each and every one of them. It encourages me. You have no idea. Guys, you have no, you should, how do I put this? Content creators, We have a lot of doubts in our minds about so many things. Don't see us coming. It doesn't matter what YouTuber you are watching. All of us go through a psychological beat down every time we're about to sit. You know, me, every time I'm about to sit down to create a video, I have to meditate, breathe, and read my scripts. These are my scripts that I write and memorize. Imagine memorizing probably sometimes 50 pages. The things that we go through before we can even press a record, the fumbling, the biting of our tongues. I think sometimes you guys will see me talking like this. If you see me talking, you must know I bit my tongue so many times while I was filming a video. The things that we go through behind the scenes. And when we start editing and it looks the way it does, it's not how it is behind the scenes. And so when somebody comes and says something negative, it crumbles you into this tiny little human being. Just one comment. I understand how you guys like, oh, don't ignore, da 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 da. It's true, we should, because 99% of the time the comments are positive. But that one person is the one that we try our best not to come and say nonsense in our comment section. So I appreciate you guys so much when you come and you say positive things. I understand that we are built differently and we all have different what do you call this, messaging. Some messages are not coming from the good place, and we know as people that believe in light and darkness that some people serve the dark, and then you see that darkness when you read their comment that this is not a good person at all, at all. And then you get people like yourselves who say the most encouraging things. And that what gives us the strength to come the following day and the next day and the next day to deliver videos. So please do not underestimate yourselves when you are watching and commenting on our videos. The darkness, that's who they are serving. They will never see anything good in anything. They can't keep quiet as well. Because I don't understand, if you don't like something, why continue watching and then make a comment? Why can't you scroll up and keep it moving? It makes absolute no sense to me. But I appreciate you guys so very much. And many YouTube, when a YouTuber says thank you must know it comes from the heart because they feel it. Like, wow, I'm appreciated. So I just thought, let me throw in that, guys, because you have been so amazing to me, honestly, so amazing. This is not an easy case, by the way. You know, we had 30 percenters and we had other people as well trying to shut us down. There were bots, people that were actually bought to target us. Whoever was paying them no longer pays them. That's why you no longer see them in the SAPC live chats challenging everything, even the most nonsensical things. They differ because they got money. 2,000 rand a month they were being paid. Yeah, some of us we investigate. There's some of them were allocated to me. I mean, I dealt with all of them. Some of them I visited them. I'm like, hey, what's up? And they were like, I'm like, yes. The problem with you guys is that you don't understand that how technology works. Your IP address gives you away. A few little twitch here and a few little twitch there got you. That's how I got two people arrested today. They're attending their case today because they threatened me. I think I shared with you guys. So all these things play a major role when we sit and produce a video. Thank you for respecting us. Thank you for supporting us as well. We want nothing but the truth. We want justice for Senzo Meiwa. That is all that we want. Because if we were not seeking justice, then yeah, those people had the right to come after us and say, why are you doing this the wrong thing? And if this is a true, if these five people that are accused of killing Senzo Mewa are the real people, then you shouldn't have a problem with people like us. Why do you try and stop us for trying to say, no, these are wrong people? It makes no sense. But thank you guys. Honestly speaking, Okay, let's continue, and I'm about to close, guys. Jabu says, a beautiful clan about to sleep was working night. Matthew 10, verse 26. I'll note that. Matthew 10, verse 26. Pretoria High Court. Okay, cool. Thank you. And good night, by the way. Good night. John says, I leave the space when people are clapping for you, judge. Morales says, I can't trust Ratha if you remember he accepted the confessions, but all of us we still wonder how did he accept it? It's a question that's a big question mark on everybody, honestly speaking. David says, hello, clan members. I hope you all doing well. Happy to hear from you again, CD. Thank you so much. Clancy Tumaguta, in case you're wondering what is CD. Thank you so much. Sipo says Helen Zilla and his GNU must intervene. I think they are without actually doing it because seemingly people are doing. Hey, people who live in Durban, suddenly Durban looks like how it used to be back in the day. Clean. GNU, do whatever it is that you're doing, please. Things are getting fixed a little bit. And I saw the city of Joburg as well. I was like, okay, where am I? What's happening? GNU, please. Yeah, I agree with you, Sipo. I agree with you. But why you say Helen Zill? You are naughty. Jamu says beautiful clan about to sleep. Okay, I think I've read that already. Black boy says, look, Rata is backed by powerful people behind him. How can a judiciary presiding officer of the state says this government is useless in a live television and get away with it? I could not believe it myself. I absolutely could not believe that he said we are going in circles. Mazita says Friday was from court to tavern the whole weekend. Of says Clantis, you cleared the confessions questions so well. Thank you. Sipo says the one who okay, the one who appointed this judge must do us a favor and tell him to throw away this comedy case. Apparently, that person can only do so at the end, not now. We are stuck with him. Sitembiso says that Alpha, I hear you. However, even if a case was not open for the assault, remember that these guys were scared of their lives. True, absolutely true. They were advised not to press charges then, but now that the legal team, yeah, definitely, the defense team has now proven Kuti, the accused were telling the truth all along. Definitely. Guys, Sitembiso says exactly what I'm about to also say. Good night, guys. Thank you all so much. I've read each and every one of your comments. I appreciate you. Those of you that super thanked during the live, sometimes I only see it in the analytics that somebody threw in a super thanks. Thank you guys, or a super chat or a super sticker. Thank you guys ever so much. I appreciate you all for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Kwelakithi, yisigebengu loya baba urata uhlangene nezigebengu zamaphoyisa. You know, this is exactly what we've been saying all along in our opinion and allegedly. That's what we've been also suspecting all this time. But hey, guys, thank you all so much. I appreciate you. Please, whatever you do not leave this live without liking. There's 132 people that are viewing. Please, at least half of you like the live before you leave. Also, it's important. Okay, I must also know those of you who want to join the channel membership. I'm going to leave the link of the channel membership in the description box. I'll pin it. No, I'll pin it in the comment section. Please do join because I want to do things on the side with you guys. Talk, like openly. Some things we can't do it openly. Somebody already was being blocked by YouTube because of blocked words and things like that. But in the what do you call this? In the channel membership, we can talk about anything and everything that we want. I have a lot to talk about. Politics. Guys, did you see we have paramilitary? Oh, these are the things I want to talk about. These are the things that I talked about in my other life. Like South Africa, siyadlalwa la South Africa. How 95 Libyans? Oh no, let's leave it here. We'll talk. Otherwise, hey, things are gonna wake up. I was fuming, is all fuming. But I don't want to talk about that today. Please don't forget to like before you go. If you have not considered subscribing, please do. I appreciate you, and you are warmly welcome. Thank you all, guys. Good night. Good night. It's now midnight. Actually, it's good morning. Bye.